There is a particular kind of magic that happens when you step out into the world utterly alone. It's a journey that begins with a single step, but it unfolds into an adventure that touches the very essence of your being. It's a quiet hum that begins deep within, a feeling of both trepidation and exhilarating possibility. The unknown stretches out before you, inviting you to explore its depths. Solo travel is not merely about seeing new places, though that is a glorious part of it. It's about immersing yourself in new cultures, tasting unfamiliar cuisines, and meeting people whose lives are vastly different from your own. It is about seeing yourself in a new light, unfiltered by the expectations or presence of others. You become your own mirror, reflecting on your strengths and vulnerabilities. This journey promises a unique brand of freedom, a chance to grow in ways you cannot yet imagine. It's an opportunity to reconnect with your inner self, to listen to your own thoughts without the noise of the world. When you travel alone, you are the sole author of your days, the captain of your ship. Every decision is yours to make, every path yours to choose. The world opens up differently when you are a party of one. Its textures become sharper, its voices clearer. You notice the small details, the subtle nuances that often go unnoticed in the company of others. Solo travel is an act of faith in yourself, a declaration that you are enough. It's a bold statement of independence and self-reliance. This journey, this solo flight, is more than a vacation. It's a pilgrimage to the core of your being. It's a chance to rediscover who you are, away from the roles and responsibilities that define you. The world is waiting, and so is a version of you that you have yet to meet. Embrace the journey, for it is in the solitude that you will find your true self. One of the most immediate and intoxicating benefits of traveling solo is the profound sense of independence it bestows. Suddenly, you are unchained from the committee of group decisions, from the subtle negotiations of shared itineraries. You have the freedom to follow your own path, to make spontaneous decisions without needing to consult anyone else. Do you want to spend an entire afternoon in a tiny obscure museum dedicated to antique buttons? You can. Or perhaps you feel like hiking up a mountain at dawn to catch the sunrise. The choice is entirely yours. This newfound independence naturally cultivates a quiet, sturdy self-confidence. Every small challenge navigated alone becomes a small victory. These victories accumulate, building a reservoir of self-belief. You begin to realize that you are far more capable and resourceful than you previously imagined. Solo travel allows you to shed this layer of accommodation, not in a harsh way, but in a way that allows your own true rhythm to emerge. It teaches you to rely on your own judgment, to trust your intuition, and to become your own best companion. This journey of one is a powerful teacher. It shows you that you can navigate the world on your own terms. It teaches you to be content in your own skin, in your own presence. This ability to enjoy your own company is perhaps one of the most enduring gifts of traveling alone. You learn to appreciate the quiet moments, the solitude, and the peace that comes with being alone. You become more attuned to your own needs and desires. Solo travel is not just about seeing new places, it's about discovering new facets of yourself. It's about growth, self-discovery, and finding joy in your own company. This journey of one is a powerful teacher. It teaches you to rely on your own judgment, to trust your intuition, and to become your own best companion. This ability to be content in your own skin, in your own presence, is perhaps one of the most enduring gifts of traveling alone. Embrace the liberation of alone, and let it transform you in ways you never imagined. I remember a time in Rome, many years ago, on one of my early solo adventures. I had meticulously planned a day Colosseum in the morning, a specific trattoria for lunch, then the Forum in the afternoon. But Rome, as it often does, had other plans for me. A sudden transit strike threw my schedule into delightful disarray. My first reaction was a flicker of panic, a frustration that my perfect day was unraveling. Then, a different feeling began to bubble up, a sense of unexpected freedom. I started walking with no particular destination in mind, discovering hidden courtyards, tiny artisan shops, and the intoxicating aroma of baking bread. That day in Rome taught me a valuable lesson about solo travel. Sometimes the best experiences are the unplanned ones. Alone, I was free to simply surrender to the moment, to let the city guide me. One of the most profound reasons to embark on a solo journey is the unparalleled opportunity for self-discovery. When you travel alone, you strip away the familiar roles and reflections you see of yourself in the eyes of others. In this space, you begin to hear your own voice more clearly. Your thoughts, your desires, your fears, your dreams, they all rise to the surface. Solo travel holds up a mirror, and while the reflection is not always perfect, it is always honest. Consider the moments of solitude, a long train ride, a quiet dinner for one, a solitary walk along a deserted beach. These are not moments of loneliness, but moments of profound connection with yourself. This journey inward, facilitated by the journey outward, is transformative. You return home not just with souvenirs and photographs, but with a deeper understanding of who you are. Let us speak of the sheer, unadulterated joy of practical advantages that solo travel offers. Imagine a day where every decision is yours alone, guided solely by your whims and fancies. There is no need for negotiation, no compromise on where to eat, what to see, or how long to linger. If you wake up craving adventure, you can chase it. If you feel the pull of quiet contemplation, you can seek out a peaceful sanctuary. Think of the simple pleasure of setting your own pace. When you travel alone, you honor your natural rhythms. Food becomes an entirely personal exploration. You can indulge in street food, seek out Michelin-starred experiences, or decide that a simple piece of fruit from a local market is the perfect meal. This flexibility not only leads to unique experiences but also reinforces a sense of resourcefulness and adaptability. While the idea of traveling alone might conjure images of solitude, it paradoxically opens up unique avenues for connection. When you are part of a pair or a group, you exist within a comfortable, self-contained bubble. But when you venture out as a solo explorer, you are more approachable, more open to the world. Strangers are more likely to strike up a conversation, to offer assistance, or to share a recommendation. These fleeting encounters can blossom into surprisingly meaningful connections. I recall an evening in a small coastal village in Greece, dining alone, when an elderly couple invited me to join them. Over shared plates of grilled octopus and local wine, we communicated through gestures and smiles. These are the enriching experiences that solo travel curates so beautifully. You learn that human kindness transcends language barriers and cultural differences. The thought of venturing into the unknown, completely on your own, can summon a few dragons. These dragons are the fears and anxieties that lurk in the shadows of our minds, whispering doubts and uncertainties. Fear of loneliness is a common one, as is the anxiety about safety, navigating unfamiliar systems, or simply feeling overwhelmed. These feelings can be paralyzing, making the world seem like a daunting place. But solo travel offers a unique opportunity to meet these dragons, to look them in the eye, and to discover that they are often far less formidable than we imagine. Each step taken alone is a step towards self-discovery and empowerment. Every time you successfully navigate a challenge alone, you build a little more muscle in your resilience. These experiences become the building blocks of a stronger, more confident you. Loneliness too can be a companion on solo journeys, but it's not always the unwelcome guest we fear. In fact, it can be a powerful teacher, offering moments of introspection and clarity. The concerns about safety are valid, of course, and require sensible precautions, research, and awareness. Being prepared and informed can turn potential dangers into manageable challenges. Slaying these perceived dragons one by one doesn't just make you a more confident traveler, it makes you a more confident human being. The skills and courage you develop on the road translate into everyday life. You learn to trust your instincts and embrace spontaneity, qualities that make for a richer travel experience and a more resilient approach to life itself. In the end, the journey is not just about the places you visit, but the person you become along the way. Perhaps as you read these words, a little voice inside you is whispering, maybe I could do that. That whisper is the beginning of something wonderful. It's the call to adventure, the yearning for a different kind of experience. The idea of solo travel might seem like a giant leap, but it often begins with a single, brave first step. Your first solo adventure could be a weekend trip to a nearby city, a solitary day hike, or even just taking yourself out for dinner. The scale of the adventure matters less than the intention behind it. Address the hesitations that arise, for they will surely come. Investing in your own growth and happiness is never selfish, it is essential. The world is far more welcoming and people far kinder than our fears often lead us to believe. When you finally return from a solo journey, something fundamental within you has shifted. You walk a little taller, not with arrogance, but with a quiet self-assurance. The world looks a little different, colored by your experiences and the newfound understanding you've gained. This transformation is the enduring gift of traveling alone, a souvenir that never fades or gathers dust. You bring back more than just memories. You bring back a more resilient, resourceful, and self-aware version of yourself. The skills you honed on the road seep into your daily life, making you more adaptable, more open-minded, and more confident. The experience of solo travel often clarifies what is truly important to you. Stripped of the familiar routines and societal pressures, you have had the space to connect with your authentic desires and values. The journey of solo travel is a profound act of self-love and investment in your own becoming. The world awaits your solo footprint.